All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 180. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, D. Let's go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
20.
35-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 133. 55.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers back over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Conner. And a loose football. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. White 80. Mike. In the base. Jack 16. 53 for Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, Foxtrot. Yeah.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm coming.
A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. That's complete to Richard, the running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
No spacing. Let's go right here. 53 tonight.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. They'll find his running back here, Richard. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Black 30. Check 53 mile. Check 53 mile. Watch the run.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
53 53. Check 53.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not getting.
Here's Mayfield. And a big one across here as he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Roethlisberger. And a throw there going to be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Mayfield. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, high 7.
55, Mike 55. Hit. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Back 80.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On first down, Richard. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Mike, 44.
Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On the ground, Richard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Brings up second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Shift. Check 43. Swing.
Quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Mike, 44. Silver. Both to Mike. Mike's both.
Now Ben on third and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mayfield on first down. This one into the hands of Hurd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Show that bench release and go. Hey, Charlie.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Take it at the 37. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the carry, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jalen Hurd, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing.
She's on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she lets... Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
I got you, son. I got you.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Costello. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Back to you. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Recon, 132 fighter.
They run it again with Chubb. And maybe Shane's in the steel. Defense drops him behind the line again. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They run. Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost...
Because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, They remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis.